which it does. And this camera is by Razer. And if I open up the camera app and show you what that looks like, you can see it has a built-in light ring there. Kind of see me over here, a built-in light ring. And for people of color, it's important to have good soft light that can reflect off your skin and give you proper lighting, and this is an important piece of that. It's a 4K camera, but most cameras only stream in 1080p at the highest just because of the amount of bandwidth, so that's a consideration there. And the light brightness is adjustable with the ring. You just kind of you can turn it off and turn it on, and of course the on light is in the middle, letting you know that it's on. I usually have it on pretty bright even during the day because, again, I am, chocolatey, and because of that, I like to have a lot of reflection as opposed to a lot of shadows on my face during calls. So I found that to be very, very helpful. Let's close that. And one of the other things, besides the ability to have multiple windows open so that I can stay productive, is that this rig is an older rig. Again, I say older, but it's an i7, 32 gigs RAM. Again, I have a Fat Boy AMD card in it, so it's pretty beefed up. But I also have the ability to watch television. I have a gaming capture card by Ava Media, and it allows me to watch my Comcast on it, and I can even watch it in full screen. But full screen, because of the way this monitor is made, it is a little different than what you would expect. To still have kind of a mailbox or mail slot look to it, which is pretty awesome. But news story, something pops up, I can kind of watch it. One of the other pieces to this monitor is that it is 3840 by 1080. Essentially, you cut this in half and you have two 27-inch monitors. What I like about this is that it is seamless, whereas with two monitors, there would be the bezel between the two monitors that kind of acts as an interruption between the two. That can help you mentally know where you're placing things on the monitor, but this is completely seamless. So if I go to desktop mode, you can actually see what I'm talking about, that it's curved. So when you're playing video on this thing, it is actually very immersive, very highly immersive. I'll give you an example of some of the stuff that I take a look at. So I'm just going to pull up a video. Let's go full screen with this. And so if you can imagine as a gamer or watching a movie, if it was completely full screen like this, it would be incredible. Simply incredible. And I've done that. Turn off these lights and you sit here and it is completely immersive. Let's skip forward in this video a little bit so we can get some good content going, so that you can actually see what I'm talking about. So there's that piece. Look at that. Is that crazy? It has a very high refresh rate. You can see that the colors are beautiful. So this is with just gaming. I don't do as much gaming as I used to, but I do from time to time when I have the time do some gaming. So it's pretty awesome. It really is very expressive. Now the aspect ratio here is way different. It's an ultra wide because it's 32 by 9. So finding that type of content is kind of crazy, but as you can see, this is amazing. Simply amazing, right? So that's my setup for the most part. I think I covered everything. There is something else that I'm forgetting. But I'm not going to, it's kind of late, so I'm not going to turn the speakers on so that you can get that sound. It is being attenuated through a phone, so it probably wouldn't have the same effect. But this is my most recent completed project, and as things go with these type of projects, it's going to be continual. It'll be an evergreen project that I'll continue to improve over time. Again, I can't speak highly enough of this desk. I found it over the instructions weren't really that good putting it together when I put it together, but once we got it together, it's pretty solid. As you can see, it's holding up that big ass monitor. We have some built-in cable management on the back end. There's even a stand on the bottom where not only can you put your feet, but you have a trash can sitting there, and my computer, my desktop. So the one problem I have with this monitor is that I used to run my old monitor and my projector from the same computer. So it was my all-in-all multimedia for this room. I'm no longer able to do that, so I can't project television from this monitor over into the projector anymore, and that was kind of heartbreaking because this monitor draws so much power. The video card can only handle it, because in the video cards, mine is actually shooting out two 27-inch monitors, so it won't send a signal to another monitor. Now, the good news is this monitor can take other inputs, and you can do them simultaneously. I could take my laptop, plug it in, and I can actually watch. I have my laptop on one side of the screen and have this computer on the other side. I could actually do that with this same monitor, but it is changing the way that I'm having to design this room. So I'm going to have to take this projector and plug it into another purposed machine to run my streaming content and my television. So it's a little bit different, but after about a day of sitting down and thinking about it, I think I've got it worked out. I just got to get all the components together for that project. So yet another project that is born out of this one. So I think that's it. Hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough or sit through. Oh, there is one other thing I knew I was forgetting. If you're in your office, and I've had this happen with my wife, I've had this happen with my sister, I just had this happen with one of my best friends and his wife, is that because of COVID, we're sitting in our chairs longer. Go get a good chair. My recommendation is, if you can find them, is to get a nice mesh production chair like this. Has a good headrest on it. It leans pretty far back, and it's adjustable, of course. One of the other things is that it has lumbar support here. It allows you to put the lumbar, you can adjust the arms on it to get it to the right height, but it is so supportive and so comfortable that you can do those long swings inside of this chair. One other piece of advice that I would get if you don't get a chair like this is to get a gaming chair, but make sure that you sit in it first. Go to Office Depot, go to Staples. They had a plethora of them. The one that my sister bought, she bought an actual gaming chair, and she said it's actually changed her life. My wife, she got that mesh chair. I sat in the old chair that she was sitting there, which was about 10 years old, maybe even older. Let's see, my son's 18, so that chair had to be about 15 years old. I sat in it to do something for her, and I threw it on the trash. It's on the curb now, as a matter of fact, and went out that last couple weekends ago and bought her a similar chair. It's almost identical to the chair that I have here from Staples. And the beauty of it is that, again, because it's mesh, it supports you in different ways. And she was having problems with her hips and getting up all day and getting out of the chair. And then, she'd have to do a lot of moving around. She has not had any of those issues since she got this new chair. So chair. It is one of your most expensive, not expensive, one of your most important investments during these COVID times. Again, I know we're 6 months in, and this is the new world that we're living in, so I'm preparing for that particular contingency, that this is how we're going to work moving forward. So in any case, this is my most current COVID project. I showed the other one, which was the project for the multimedia in the garage gym area. And then I guess my next one will be getting my big 4K projector back online. So with that, I'll go ahead and give you back whatever time you were having. Thanks. Have a great night.